And now, your Precision 18 forecast. News 18. Weather from where you live.
It was a cool but comfortable weekend over the last few days here. This morning actually pretty comfortable as well. 45 degrees, mild. Winds are from the south right around 7 miles per hour. We have a couple isolated clouds throughout the viewing area. Humidity pretty low, down to 74% at this hour. Check out these temperatures throughout the viewing area. The average high temperature for today right around the mid to low 50s. We're up into the mid 40s already, and we're headed for the upper 50s and low 60s. Later on this afternoon, 43 as you step out the door in Kokomo this morning, 44 Rossville, 46 in Crawfordsville at this hour. You can see that scattered cloud cover for now. The good news is that'll be a thing of the past by this afternoon. We're tracking a potent area of low pressure centralized over Nebraska this morning. That will continue to track northeastward right across Iowa as well as Wisconsin, the Great Lakes over the next 24 to 36 hours. As it does that, it'll supply much of the northern Great Plains and Midwest with a decent amount of snowfall. In fact, some portions of Wisconsin and Minnesota may actually catch as much as 15 inches of snowfall during that time period. Thank goodness here at home we're not talking about any snowfall quite yet. However, we are expecting a big cool down head our way as that Arctic jet sinks southward and drives temperatures back down to the 30s and 20s later on this work week. As for today, though, a much different story. In fact, we'll see a lot of this cloud cover break up over the next few hours, giving way to mainly sunny skies by your lunch hour. Beautiful conditions, though windy. We'll be seeing wind gusts as high as 30 miles per hour at times later this afternoon, but from the south. So we have strong southerly winds, plenty of sunshine helping the boost temperatures all the way back up to around 60 degrees by 3 p.m. That will be your afternoon high temperature, 54 at your lunch hour, right around 57 degrees by 5 p.m. We'll drop back down to around the mid to upper 40s throughout the viewing area overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. Delphi 45, 42 Fowler, 46 in West Lafayette. Now we have a cold front just off to the west of us early tomorrow morning. This frontal boundary will usher in those much cooler conditions, and don't expect it to warm up quite a bit. We're expecting conditions to stay well below average at least for the next part of the next week or maybe even as much as 10 days ahead. Check this out. There's your cold front. Isolated rain showers by late tomorrow morning, maybe even into the early afternoon. Passing to the east of us, we dry out pretty quickly as that cooler, drier air mass filters back in, dropping temperatures throughout the region. We'll see a high temperature tomorrow morning right around 51 degrees. That'll be prior to the passage of that cold front. Once the cold front passes through, 26 degrees your overnight low temperature Tuesday night into Wednesday, 36 your high on Wednesday. The average high for this time of the year, 54 degrees, nearly 20 degrees or above below that over the next several days. Check this out, 33 degrees on Thursday, partly cloudy skies that day. You can call it a few things. You can call it the polar jet, its actual name for them. Call it an Arctic blast, call it a polar plunge. Don't call it the polar vortex. This is not what we're going to be dealing with, thank goodness. Polar vortex staying far off to the northwest. We have that polar jet passing to the south. That's what's going to be dropping temperatures across the viewing area. So don't believe the hype. It's going to be getting cold. That's the good news, though, is it won't be getting too cold. Down to the 30s, we can deal with that here in Indiana.
Cam, I don't want to get too scientific on you. I'm going to call it really cold.
Really cold. I like that. That's actually a really good idea. And, you know, we do have a snow chance headed our way for next weekend to disappear. That a low will swing across the region, possibly giving some light accumulations, maybe even as much as an inch to an inch and a half. But that's something, obviously, we'll keep our eyes on here.
Cameron, thank you. Yeah.